Welcome to ALMA. Over the summer, the library got rid of the Millennium circulation system. So welcome back to Desk Work. This is a film that will hopefully explain to you how to use the new system, and I appreciate your watching it. If you have any questions after the film, of course, I'm happy to answer them. So the law library and the larger University of New Hampshire has purchased the ALMA circulation system. The ALMA system is a cloud-based library services system that manages print, electronic, and digital materials in a single interface. What that means is that ALMA is much more powerful than our old Millennium system used to be. In addition to switching library systems, the UNH Law Library also combined catalogs with the other UNH libraries. So when you go as a student, and when you go into the library catalog, you'll be able to see things that are in the Diamond Library in Durham, as well as things that are in our library. And you will now be able to have things sent to you, delivered from the other library to our library, without having to go to a different, all the way to Durham. So there's a lot more services offered to our students through this system and to our faculty. So it just means circulation is going to change a little bit, but not too much. Because at its core, ALMA is still a large relational database. Anybody who can check things out is represented by a record in the database. Anything that can be checked out is represented by a record in the database. And ALMA is now going to be the system that ties them together. There's a change from ALMA from Millennium. Used to be, when you worked the desk, anybody who could check things out needed a barcode. Now, anybody who can check things out needs a 9-digit UNH ID number. We still are going to use the barcodes on books and things that check out to check them out, but the 9-digit ID is going to be the important one. So ALMA is cloud-based. That means it can be accessed from any computer. There's no longer any software that runs this specific system. It can be launched from any browser. There's a link here to the database, and I'm going to figure out a way to link it at the CircDesk so you can get to it. But if you, from this screen, if you watch this video at the desk, from this screen, link to the address and bookmark it in your favorite browser, so that you can log in to the system and get to it again. You will sign into the system using your UNH credentials. You can see the Wildcat there. Means it's time to log in. And once you get logged in, you get to the ALMA home screen. ALMA home, this is from where you're going to check out books. Checking out books is very easy. The tricky bit, I think, is that ALMA calls what I always call circulation. ALMA calls it fulfillment. So under the fulfillment tab on the main screen, to check out a book, you want to pick the option Manage Patron Services. Manage Patron Services brings up a screen that says Scan Patron's ID for search. So this is, again, we're not using barcodes on IDs anymore. This system is going to use the magnetic strip on the back of the barcode, like the one you used to get into the building. We're going to use that strip as the ID. So there's now a card reader. That's what that little thing is, a card reader at the circulation desk. And all you need to do to get to a person's record is swipe the magnetic strip on the back of the ID. That's obviously my ID. And when you do, it pulls up the patron's record. That's my record. You can see I have a book checked out. I don't think you need to know anything more about that screen. But that's, and you can see from there, there's now, you can see that it says scan the item barcode. So now we're back to sort of the old-fashioned scanning the barcodes on the item. If a patron doesn't have the ID, again, you can still find them by typing in their name. This system will autofill names when you start typing them in. So in this instance, see, we've typed in Barton, and here are all the Bartons that are in the system. And you can see that some of them are undergraduates. They are undergraduates at UNH. But when you find the name you're looking for, you just highlight it. I don't know if you can tell, but that's highlighted. You just highlight it and click Go. Again, that brings up the patron record, and you just scan the item barcode. And when you scan the item barcode, once again, the items get checked out to the patron, and there's a due date listed and a time. All the times in our new system are 24-hour times, so that will hopefully create less confusion for people. Again, when books are not on reserve and they check out for more than a week at a time, please write the due date of the book in the book. Most things aren't changing, just the system. So that now these two books are checked out to this patron. Checking in items is very easy as well. This is the fulfillment. This is the main screen, and we're going to pull the fulfillment menu. Fulfillment is the ALMA word for circulation. And we're just going to highlight return items. And in this box, scan the item barcode. We're going to scan the book's barcode, or whatever it is, the barcode. And the things get checked in with the date that they're checked in. It's very easy. It's not even tricky, but once you log into the system, fulfillment is what's going to bring up the checkout screen and the check-in screen. I am setting everybody up so that when you come back to work, you're a user in the ALMA system that is allowed to check things in and out. It's good to know, if you don't know it now, it's good to know what your 9-digit ID number is from UNH, because that number is going to bring you to a lot of different places now in the system. When you do a search in the system, like if you're looking for an article that's not on Lexis and Westlaw, if you search in the library system, you'll be able to find things, but you'll need your 9-digit ID, not your barcode, your 9-digit ID to check things out. Anyway, thanks very much for watching the film. Of course, if you have any further questions or any questions at all about checking things in and out, working the desk, I'm happy to answer them.